Fluval C PS2 Protein Skimmer, 4 aquariums from 20 to 80 liters or 5 to 20 US gallons. Now we're going to do a little unboxing, show you the components that are involved, and give you some tips on setting it up. Now let's get right into it. Of course, it comes with an instruction manual. Here's the cover for the collection cup. Here's the actual collection cup. And then of course you've got some supplementary brackets that are provided. Some other brackets, vertical brackets, and of course the skimmer body itself with the motor all pre-assembled. Now, let's get into a couple of important points, well, things you want to pay attention to when you're setting it up. Now you can see this one has the brackets installed with the suction cups on it already. You can adjust the brackets by shifting them up and down a little bit if you want on the actual body of the skimmer. This will be the front of the skimmer over here. Basically, when you're installing it, you want to have the collection cup mounted this way so that you can see the skim aid easily. And then you're going to want to take the cover, which by the way comes supplied with a little hole that you're going to install the air inlet valve into. Some of them are a little bit tight from the factory, so using a 3/16 inch flathead screwdriver, you can just position the screwdriver tip against that hole, swirl it around a little. The plastic's quite soft. It will open up the beginning part of the hole and the valve will fit in perfectly. So just place that in there. You now insert the valve just so that the tip inserts a little bit into the cover. You don't need to push it in. In fact, you don't want to. In case the skim aid comes up a little bit too high, you don't want it to aspirate any back into the skimmer. So it's made just to insert into the cover snugly, just like that. Now, so there you go. That's the basic setup. You've got the suction cup bracket on it right now. Now, some important points when you install it in your aquarium. First of all, is of course the fact that you can adjust the water level in your skimmer with the positioning of the skimmer, depth in the aquarium. Now typically that's going to be about halfway up this grill right over here. Very important, of course, is the bubble trap, which is positioned at the output of the skimmer. That will trap any fine air bubbles that might be escaping, usually end up being pinned in there. You've got obviously a flow control right over here. So if I close the control and actually block this inlet off, what I'm doing is I'm causing the water level to go up in the skimmer. It's a very important thing when you're adjusting how your skimmer skims. You want to get a darker, drier skim mate, and that's done, of course, by having the water level usually about halfway up this neck here, or maybe a little bit higher in the case of the PS2. Let's say at the bottom of the collection cup. Is about the right level. The air inlet, typically I would start by opening it up all the way, using that to control it, and then if you need to fine tune the level of skimmer adjustment, you can do so with the actual skimmer brackets itself. You can either slide it up or down with the adjustment here. So water level about halfway up, control of the controlling the level of the positioning within the skimmer cup collection cup over here, and then of course air. You can usually start with full air in. So there you have it. Compact, great for aquariums, including, by the way, the larger Evo aquarium, Fluval C Evo, and real easy to set up, simple, no problems. We're going to show you now how it looks on a tank. Okay, so here we have the PS2 on the larger Evo tank. Now you can see the air is adjusted correctly. I've adjusted it at max air in for the valve. I've opened it up all the way. The air inlet valve is inserted just into the cover here, no further than that, just so that it inserts in there and it's held in place. Don't push it in too deeply. And you can see the water level is operating, or the foam level is where we want it, not higher than that. If it would, there'd be too much liquid being collected, so we got it just about right. And the Evo, for added convenience, has a support bar at the bottom, so automatically the PS2 is going to be adjusted at the right level in terms of its positioning the filter. You'll notice there's no brackets that are used, as it has to fit in a pretty tight space back here. Now the water level that you see over here equates to the water level being about halfway up the output grill for this skimmer. As we were pointing out before, there's a control for that, so you can fine tune the adjustment in your skimmer using the output control valve, which is over here, and of course your bubble trap being in place. So there you have it, guys. Easy and simple to install, works really well. Fluval C PS2 skimmer.